Broadcasting live from an Airstream somewhere in Tornado Alley, bringing you the people, places, and stories from the Panhandle to the Red River. This is your Only in Oklahoma show.
And welcome to the show. Today we are visiting Halloween Town, Oklahoma, and after the break, we are the best. I'm Brett.
And I am Harley.
When I read that, I think of the song from Karate Kid. You're the best around. Nothing ever gonna take you down. You know what I mean? We are the best.
Yeah.
We're in,
we'll
dude,
get to that.
Listen, we're in the driver's seat right now. We're cruising Route 66
We are.
at 88 miles an hour and 1.2 gigawatts.
Copy that, Ghost Rider.
At pure freaking pedal to the metal, baby.
Yes, sir.
So finally, after being, we've been courting Rock Island Candy Company down here in downtown Chickasha, America, for quite some time. They've been reaching out to me. I finally had a time where I was like, you know what? Maybe I should call it. So it was 15 till 5. They close at 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost to the first Chickasha exit. I call him like, hey, it's Brett from the show. We've been talking. How do I get to you? Like, come on down. But you're about to close. Come on down. I got VIP access.
Sounds about right.
Also known as I stayed until after they were closed. And got the lowdown, the throwdown, and something to wash down. You know what I mean? Like, it's a candy. I don't want to say Candyopolis because that, God rest Candyopolis' soul. If you remember, if you're old enough to remember Candyopolis, it on the second floor of Crossroads between the McDonald's and AMW, there was Candyopolis.
Mm-hmm.
This place puts Candyopolis to shame. They've got every manner of candy. They've got fudge. They've got, they've got balls of chocolate. I forgot to ask what they were. Were they balls of chocolate? I'm guessing they're truffles. They've got it all, man. I got a pack of candy cigarettes, and I got this snackle box. If you're watching at home, you know. If you know, you know. A snackle box with my favorite candies in it.
What are your favorite candies?
Anything sweet and sour. Gummy.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have, like the candy corn pumpkins. I call them that because it's the same, the flavor the same. It's just a different shape.
Yeah.
They have these cute little pumpkins that are sour. They're so cute. They have those. I always go with the peach rings. They read my mind.
What was the name of the candy they used to sell in Homeland by the pound?
Brock's.
Brock's
candy by the pound. If you know, you know. Like, if there's a list of things I always looked forward to, was going to Pratt's or Homeland and getting the Brock's candy by the pound.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to get 2 pounds of candy, Rock Island Candy, Chickasha, Oklahoma, get yourself one of these dudes right here, a snackle box. Listen, right, it was called Pick-a-Mix. For $19.95, pick out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 8 flavors in here.
Yeah.
They stuff it to the gills, and you can bring it back for 10% off a refill. Rock Island Candy Company.
Can I hold your snackle box?
Do it.
All right. So, I mean, that's probably not far off from what you were paying
No,
with the Brock's.
Yeah. 100%.
But I like the Brock's, everything like the caramel wrap, everything.
The caramel wrap. The little Neapolitan candies with the coconut caramel. The little round ball. Yeah. Pick a Mix was where it was at. But if you're in Chickasha or if you're not in Chickasha, here's the thing about Chickasha. You know, we've talked a lot of crap.
Have we?
But Chickasha is finding more and more ways for you to come back.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. I don't know of a lot of, and they're probably out there, and the people's going to go, well, there's so and such candy bar company. I don't care. Okay? I can't get a Snackle box. All right? Chickasha is within itself. You know, we talk, our job, our claim to fame is hidden gems.
Yeah.
Chickasha has a bunch of things that are hidden.
Well, speaking of
a hidden graveyard.
True.
Up the road.
But speaking of Chickasha, we did have our pre-game.
We finally had a pre-game with a couple of other dudes with us. Stop. Why are you looking at me like that? Okay.
We had dinner at Brandy's.
We did have dinner at Brandy's.
Brandy decided to throw the kitchen at us.
She did.
And brought out every single item that she thought we had never tried on their menu.
I am stuffed.
I'm dying over here.
When I burp, I taste raw food.
You taste raw food?
You know what I mean? It's like, you know, when you burp, you're like, oh man, I can't tell what that was. When I burp, I go,
was that cake or a burger or catfish?
Well, the food is right here still.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Like the windpipe is right now, currently my digestive tract is where that begins. But we're going to try to do something a little bit more regularly and maybe eventually branch outside of Chickasha, you know, and it may not be on a Wednesday because it is tough to do record days.
Real tough.
Well, you know, and we were caught up in the moment and having a good time and some good laughs and some good food.
And next thing you know, it's 2 hours later, and
it's 2 hours later, and here we are. Yeah,
we're way behind.
So, God, there's so many things I can't wait to talk about at the end of the show. A lot of the milestones we're having.
Oh, okay.
We're having the time of your lives. Right, literally, figuratively, we're having the time of your TikTok, and Facebook, and blah blah lives. But speaking of Chickasha,
yes,
I hate to say it. I mean, Halloween, we're about a week out.
This, I think, is our last show before
it is the last show before Halloween. Before you know it, we're going to be talking Christmastown, USA.
Right. And Chickasha may be Christmastown, USA, but I think...
Now, wait a second.
Go ahead.
I do want to... And we're going to address this every year.
Okay.
At least 5 times. Chickasha didn't start saying they were Christmastown, USA.
Until Brett and Harley said that Chickasha was Christmastown, USA. Yes, we've all been informed. We all got the memo. But I do want to bounce back. I know it hurts your ego a little bit, but I do want to bounce over to Muskogee because I think Muskogee might be Halloween Town, USA.
Muskogee puts it down and picks it up and puts it down again. They know what time it is.
I'm of the opinion when it comes to Halloween that Muskogee's probably the absolute best town to visit during October.
I don't think I would disagree at all with that.
I think a lot of it lies on the shoulders of the Castle of Muskogee and their Halloween festival. It's really a lot more than just a haunted house.
Dude, it's so... But here's the thing about it. What if a town like Chickasha had an attraction that they could... A multifaceted attraction Muskogee has the market cornered. They've got medieval fair.
Mm-hmm.
They've got Christmas at the castle.
Right.
They've got Halloween town. You know what I mean? They have a multifaceted event center of the universe.
They
in
do.
Muskogee.
But I think that Halloween is the best one that they do.
Yeah.
Of all of the stuff that they do throughout the year.
Yeah, it's the best.
I think when they turn that village into a Halloween experience, they do a great job. It's
Next
good
level.
it's good for the whole family. You've got the haunted hay rides, the scary walk through the woods, and like I said, spooky, family friendly fun. But also they've got options that make it a little bit more scary. The torture chamber and catacombs, a lot more jump scares in that one. But people travel from all over to the town of Muskogee for specifically the Halloween festival at the Muskogee Castle.
Well, that and Chet's Dairy Boy.
But
Yeah.
I think overall the town does a great job.
The town does, man. They really capitalize.
I see more Halloween decorations in the town of Muskogee
Than anywhere else.
than anywhere else I've ever been.
Yeah.
I think they do a great job. But the Castle of Muskogee's Halloween Festival, it runs through from October 3rd through November 1st. They're always open on Fridays and Saturdays from 5:30 to 11. But dude, decorated from top to bottom in Halloween. They've got food on site. Like I said, family friendly. And it's rated as one of the top Halloween festivals in the state. I think it's probably the number one Halloween festival in the state.
It's got, to be fair, there's not anybody else. There's a boatload of pumpkin patches. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, went to Chester's Party Barn Pumpkin Patch over the weekend, and kids had a great time. God, it ain't too hot, man. It's still too hot. But anyway, so there's loads of pumpkin patches. There's a lot of haunted attractions. But in terms of communities that kind of, again, flip the switch every time the season changes or the holiday changes into whatever. Nobody does it better. Nobody does Halloween better than Muskogee in Oklahoma. There's not a question about it.
And my honest opinion, and why I wanted to talk about this, is I think this is one of those things where if they decided to extend this outside of the month of October, if you had giant creepy scarecrows just randomly throughout town,
Sure.
all year long,
Yeah.
if you had haunted events that didn't just fall in the month of October,
Yeah.
if you had trick or treat Thursdays year round, I'm telling you, I think you could fully take on the moniker.
Halloween Town, USA.
Yes.
I think by this time next year, it will be called Halloween Town, USA.
Or just Halloween Town.
It'll be Halloween Town, USA. Because that's what happens when we say things. When we say things, Del Rancho and Del City gets limeades and cherry limeades, and they've never served them. So yes, we make things happen at the Only No Case show so often that it's scary. Scarier than Muskogee.
You mean when we show up at a restaurant for dinner and they make breakfast for us just because they want to make sure that we've had it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock at night.
In the middle of the night. But if you want more information on the Castle of Muskogee's Haunted Castle Halloween Festival, their website, super easy, okcastle.com.
Well, coming up after the break, it's the mother lode of travel destinations. Stick around.
So our partner for today's show, Brett, is Enid SOS, or Enid Street Outreach Services.
Yes.
They're a local not-for-profit providing services to low-income, hungry, and unsheltered in and around Enid, Oklahoma. And there seems to be a lot of need for it right around now.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people are stressing out about losing resources and running out of time, running out of money. You know, here's the thing: if you're looking for food, showers, clothing, shelter, medical needs, or just advocacy, I mean, those are just some of the things that they do. They're a world class organization, smack dab in the heartland of America, Enid, USA.
And Enid SOS is only made possible through contributions of their volunteers, donors, and supporters. So whether you can help them by volunteering your time or donating essential items or making a financial contribution, everything that you give makes a huge difference.
Well, and the thing about it is, this is going to sound corny and cliche. Time is the only currency we never have enough of. Spend it wisely. And if you want to spend it wisely, get in touch with Enid SOS at enidsos.org.
So our news story is pretty cool.
You had a hard time believing that it was newsworthy.
No, not that it was newsworthy. I had a hard time believing that it actually happened.
Yeah.
So Oklahoma Route 66 has been named one of National Geographic's best of the world where to go in 2026.
So I think a lot of that might be due in part to the fact that there's a Centennial coming up.
Yes.
100 years of Route 66. A. B. Oklahoma has the longest continuous stretch of Route 66, 400 miles.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that, coupled with the fact that every time you turn around, they're doing something, and maybe we don't have our finger on the pulse of what's going on in, places like New Mexico or Arizona, anywhere else that might be kind of trying to up the curb appeal for next year. But I feel like Oklahoma, every time we turn around, we're breaking ground, we're cutting ribbons, and we're putting up a new sign or a roadside attraction that draws more attention to Route 66 in Oklahoma. But maybe I might be partial.
You are partial, but like I said, National Geographic unveiled their annual list of the 25 most awe-inspiring and meaningful immersive travel experiences for the upcoming year. This next year, 2026, includes safaris in Rwanda, the Pittsburgh's museums, but more importantly, Oklahoma, the Oklahoma-specific section of Route 66 was their best of the world for 2026.
Well, I kind of piggybacking on what I already said. I mean, it's the most famous road in the world.
Yes, but the fact that they're shining a light on it as bright as they are, it really says something about what we've been doing in the state of Oklahoma for tourism.
Yeah.
But this list includes something for everyone. They've got stuff for families, foodies, animal lovers, adventurers. But really what they were trying to go for 2026 was coming up with a list that had deeper connections with culture, nature, and communities, and is sustainable travel. So you don't have to hop on a jet and fly halfway around the world to hit Route 66. And I agree that this makes a huge difference.
And I think there's got to be something to be said about, you look at places like the Route 66 Museum in Clinton, places like Highway Cafe that have basically where you get your Route 66 passport stamped, where you sign those guest books. That has to count for something. I mean, people literally come to Oklahoma just to drive 400 miles in a rental car as far as they can on Route 66. And I think, again, as much as anything else, I think that has a lot to do with it.
Well, National Geographic does have millions of readers worldwide. I mean, We're the only an OK show. We only have a couple of million viewers in
Just
Oklahoma.
a couple of million?
Yeah, just a couple.
I mean, Jiminy Christmas. How many more do we need?
But again, Route 66, you're right, 400 miles, most famous road in the world. There's a lot to see in Oklahoma on Route 66.
Yeah, for sure.
You're talking about from the foothills of the Ozarks through green country and then really into the plains of western Oklahoma. There's a lot of variation there.
Yeah, I mean, Oklahoma doesn't get a lot of credit for being. It gets less. I think there's a lot of big things that happen here. The Thunder wins the championship. We're building this. We're getting that. We're doing this, that, and the other thing. But let's be honest. If it wasn't for the railroad, we wouldn't have a lot of this stuff. But if it wasn't for Route 66, if it wasn't where we are on the map, the movers and shakers, it wouldn't be what it is today. And you got to give it up to Oklahoma for preserving what's left of that history. So,
well, and obviously with the Centennial of Route 66 coming up next year, there's going to be a lot of activity, but this is really bringing a lot of international attention to Oklahoma. And I think next year is going to be huge.
It's going to be big. And if we're not there, it's around my birthday, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be 49 years old when Route 66 turns 100. 49 years old. Man, it's coming, dude. My half a century mark's going to be here before you know it.
Well, if you want more information on the Nat Geo article, I will include a link in the show notes. But definitely check it out. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I do too. You know what else is awesome?
What's that?
Listener feedback, back.
We do have some listener feedback. The Chu Woo restaurant had given us some feedback. He said, thanks for the awesome review.
Yeah.
And around Thanksgiving, they're going to give away a baby beef party tray.
The baby beef egg rolls at Chu Woo in Midwest City are off the charts. I'm serious.
Yeah.
If you don't go to Chu Woo for anything else, get the baby beef egg rolls or get the beef egg rolls. I don't care what you do. Handmade, delicious.
They look like spring rolls to me. I didn't have them. You did, obviously. But your baby beefs look like spring rolls.
They were.
Are they more like spring rolls than they are egg rolls?
No, to me it was like a little egg roll. So, but yeah, Chu Woo, top notch, homemade. Listen, I'm tired of having these conversations. I'm not going to start saying the best anymore because the reality of the situation, everybody has their favorite, and we'll talk more about this after the feedback. I'm not going to say best anymore. Moving on.
All right. Well, we've got another comment from Randy Smith Peter or Mitch, depending on
Mitch.
I think his name is Mitch, but his email is Randy Smith Peter. He said, hey guys, emailed us. Hey guys, thanks for your material. I grew up in Mustang, although at 65, my daughters might argue I ever grew up, and worked in radio in Oklahoma City for several years. Mitch Davis.
Mitch Davis.
I live in Kentucky now and have been back and forth, but sure do miss the flavors of home. Is Jake's Ribs still in Chickasha? You have two great options, nostalgia and new places. Keep the camera rolling, Randy or Mitch. I think Mitch is the radio name.
Probably. Mitch at JKYFM. Jake's Rib. Jake's Rib's still here.
It is.
It is nostalgia. Like I think when he's saying nostalgia in new places, He just
He was
likes what
talking
we
about
do.
us, yes.
But if we're talking about Jake's, I think Jake is an established household name based solely on nostalgia.
I agree.
I would say that
you're walking a fine line.
I'm walking a thin, smoked line.
Yes.
Do we leave it at that?
I think Jake's is what Jake's is.
Okay, here's the thing.
Go ahead.
This is what I'm going to say. I'm just going to say this.
Go ahead.
Nothing tastes the same anymore. Everything is different now. It doesn't matter where you go. Let's be honest. We've been going to, I say we, like I'm saying collectively, have been going to McDonald's since the 1950s. I guarantee you, Ray Kroc, tried a burger now, he'd be devastated. It's just not this. It's not the same.
Yeah, it's not even close.
The buns have more ingredients in them than the hamburger meat.
True.
I mean, or the hamburger meat has as many ingredients in it as the buns does. Here, I'm going to paint a picture for you. I'm going to peel back the veil.
I don't know where you're going, but here.
I get sick a lot. Like I have stomach issues, and I wake up sick. Well, no, I mean it's troubling. I wake up sick to my stomach in the morning, and I'm usually kind of queasy most of the time. I ate McDonald's the other day. Didn't make me sick to my stomach at all. Didn't bother me. Didn't bother me. Most of the time I eat, I get sick. McDonald's didn't make me sick. Didn't give me a tummy ache. Didn't anything.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe a million ingredients are what keeps me alive. I don't know what it is. I've got the freaking diet. A nutritionist would hang himself if he knew what I'm living on a lot of the time. But nothing tastes like it used to. Jake's is one of those two. It doesn't taste the way we remember it.
No. And I think there are a lot of options. I think, we went through an entire list of them not too long ago.
Yeah.
And I think there are some real gems out there.
Yeah.
I think if you want some traditional, like real barbecue, I think Misfit Pits, Heavenly Barbecue.
I mean, we've been preaching the gospel of where they get the best barbecue.
Yeah.
In our humble opinion, which actually it wasn't even our opinion. It was based on, would we have ever heard of Misfit Pit Barbecue if it wasn't for
The internet?
the internet?
No.
No.
Our listeners? No.
They chose. Okay?
So you're saying blame it on the listeners?
Well, I'm sick and tired. Like I'm tired of all of the vitriol. I'm tired of the dissension in the ranks.
I like the interaction.
Do you really?
Yes. Like everybody gets passionate about stuff. People, dude, when it comes to food, people have ingrained thought processes that were developed
way
like
back.
as children.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that McDonald's back in the day used beef tallow for their fries, and then they quit doing that?
Yes.
To go to seed oils.
Yes.
The fries were better then.
Yes, they were.
But they believed that the beef tallow is what was going to give you a heart attack, when in fact we've had more heart attacks with seed oils than we have beef tallow.
But honestly, if you were, 5 years old 20 years ago and grandpa used to take you every Sunday to Jake's,
you're going to keep doing it.
You have a soft spot in your heart for it. It's got memories tied to it. So when Brett comes along and goes, Jake's ain't as good as it used to be, you go, don't talk about my grandpa like that.
But then they silently go, Well, he's right, but still.
I don't even know if they do that. Dude,
You
I'm
don't think
telling
so?
I think a lot of people's emotion overrides their taste buds.
Is that kind of like, don't let your hummingbird mouth, your alligator mouth overload your hummingbird ass? No, it's not the same. But I do remember hearing that a lot as a child. I just feel like, let's go move on. Let's move on to the positives. Can we do that real quick? I want to finish strong.
All right.
We've broken a couple records.
This is our anniversary, by the way.
It's our anniversary.
This is our anniversary recording. We've been doing the Only an OK show for 6 years.
6 years. 6 years.
And we've hit some crazy milestones just today.
Yeah, we hit 25K on TikTok. We hit 45K on Facebook.
Yes.
We eclipsed 300,000 views
on a single video.
15-second video asking about Chinese food.
Mm-hmm. And it's probably closer to 400,000 by now.
That's insane to me.
Yeah.
But the reality, you look at the rest, look at what we're doing. Like, ultimately,
the Lord's work.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. I just feel like we've really been pushing. There's been times where I was ready to go. Let's turn it in. Let's turn the keys over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't remind us, Dallas. 800. He's saying 8,000 calories tonight. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, good Lord.
I don't want to talk about it. That's why my nose is running. It doesn't have anywhere else to go right now.
I'm going to back up.
Okay.
Brandy's mom can make a cake like nobody's business, dude.
Nobody's business, baby.
So if you have a sweet tooth and you want cake, swing by Brandy's Bar and Grill, Chickasha, Oklahoma.
Well, while we're pumping something up here, let's talk a little bit. I like the idea of not having necessarily a meetup, but saying, hey,
this is where we're going to be.
This is where we're going to be. Be there. You're not square if you don't, but you better, I was trying to think of a way to you're not square if you don't, but you better circle back.
Dude, I don't know why you have to turn everything into some weird catchphrase.
I know. But anyway, I want to start doing, I think we should start doing more of these. Hey, come hang. We're going to be at this place.
I think we normally do the pregame, and we may as well just make it an open invitation.
Hey, come on, hang out for a little while. You know what I mean? It may not always be on a record night. And maybe at some point we're doing live episodes at, Curly Burgers or whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, old Curly Burgers. Right off of I-250 and 3rd.
But by the time you hear this, you will have been cordially invited to join us at the Savoy 1902 in Chickasha, Oklahoma. It's going down
next Wednesday.
Well, I mean, technically this Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I know, Wednesday. I'm guilty of doing that sometimes. Yeah. Come join us. We're going to hang. We're going to have a little bit of barbecue, have a couple laughs, maybe have an iced tea. And, Savoy 1902, Chickasha, Oklahoma. Savoy and Austin's Barbecue, Brandy and Travis, the whole crew come hang out with us, Savoy 1902. And, hey, while we're at it, thank you so much for helping us get where we're at right now.
100%. I'm honestly constantly surprised at how much of an impact we have via our listeners. Because it's not, let's be honest, us talking, you and I having a conversation about food doesn't change the world.
Right.
But the people that follow us do actually changed the lives of a lot of business owners in the state of Oklahoma, just by following our suggestions or trying something that we tried, trying to prove us wrong, that type of thing. I think it makes a huge difference.
I was walking through the store today at work, and somebody came up to me and go, "You're the food guy. Now, do you remember Boanne? She said she was going to make some sweets for us."
It's not ringing the bell.
Anyway,
Okay.
it was her. The husband's like, "Man, I appreciate. He's old enough to be our dad." That's a lot of. What's funny is, there's a lot of young people, but a lot of the people I meet are old enough to be our parents.
Mm-hmm.
They're telling, "Man, I sure appreciate what you're doing, man. Keep doing it," and giving you like a good old boy handshake, like I just, rescued a cat from a canary cage or something. But yeah, it feels good, man, and I'm glad to be out here doing it. And if you know a plumber, a lawyer, a roofer, somebody that's got a little extra, stash laying around, looking to sponsor or partner with us or collaborate with us. What?
Dude, I'm just looking at the numbers.
I mean, dude, we're to what? Just say it. Say what the numbers are. Let's be real.
It's over 10 million people in the state, and 10 million people or 10 million views this year alone.
This year.
2 million people, almost 2 million people from Oklahoma have seen something that we've done this year.
What does that mean to you? What is it worth to you or someone you know to have your business be in front of 10 million people?
2 million people.
2 million people. Too many people. Let's do that.
Okay.
Is there such thing as too many people? I don't think so. And if you know somebody that wants to be in front of that many people, it is, I can't, for the price, I feel like for the price of a cup of coffee.
No, honestly, though,
I mean,
probably the best value advertising dollar
anywhere
that you can find in the world.
In the new world.
But yeah, let us know. onlyanokShow@gmail.com.
If you don't want to, fine, don't be in front of 2 million people.
But this has been the Only an OK Show. I am Harley.
And I am Manzer.
And we're out of here.
Peace. And welcome to the show.
Down, let's do it.
Brought to you by the Only an OK Show. Real deal.
I had to be honest,
What?
Brett. I feel like
Huh?
you have enough problems keeping up with a no-headed dragon.
No.
No?
It's weird having them watch the live. There's like, it's just this weird because it's disc. It doesn't feel as connected. I mean, I get what we're doing. I mean, I'm not mad or nothing. I'm just gonna do this. I mean, if you want to be live on, I can invite you, but I'm just gonna power this thing up over here since we're not losing anything. All right.
All right. What?
I mean, is it a big deal if I get some water?
No. Why would it be a big deal if you got water? Water.
And then he wouldn't let me get a drink in it. All right.
You got to show up?
I got to show up. I got my snackle box. Got my snackle box from Rock Island Candy Company in Chickasha, Oklahoma. come and get yourselves a snackle box.
I think we can probably squeeze that into the intro part of the show.
Well, I know, but I'm just telling people they need to come down here and get themselves a snackle box from Rock Island Candy Company, and do it soon. All right. One second. Do I share? I might share my sweet treats. We're not recording. Now we are. And welcome to the show. We're losing town, and after the break, we are the best. The best. Let me get you a couple swigs here, and then we're ready to. Berkey water, man.
It's legit.
Especially when it's cold. It's weird to not be able to taste water. You know what I mean? Because generally, water has a taste, especially if you drink Chickasha water straight out of the tap. But
that's called E. coli or something.
But the number one
mud, pond water.
Thank you, Mammy, for being a number one fan. Always coming in clutch. One more swig, and we're gonna do it.
I need multiple screens, I feel like.
Yeah, we need hello, Brenda. Hello, Brenda Lalong. Do you know who I am? That's pretty good.
It's not bad.
I mean, business, mate. I'm your Uber driver. No, that's bad. Well, it's not bad. Don't think you could say the one everyone knows. Everybody knows that the water is bad in Chickasha. That's pretty good.
That's liable to get you canceled. You're not allowed to do funny voices.
We're not allowed to be funny. You see, it can't be funny around here. 3, 2, 1.